What's up, Fire Nation? It's your boy Rico, along with my little big cousin G-Baby and our boy Raul, the Zookeeper, and we are the Friendly Fire Podcast, the hottest podcast on either side of the Mississippi. And this is the Donda bonus review episode.
Donda.
The way too early review of Kanye West's much anticipated album, Donda. How are we doing today? Wellness check.
We're going to shock the world today, Rico. We're going to shock the world. No, I'm ready. Feeling good today. I'm feeling really ready to pod.
Now, we doing all this talking, but today is really about Raul, Eduardo.
You over your word limit, bro. I'm tweeting. 140. Shut up. Don't say nothing else. I'm done. Go ahead.
How are you feeling?
It was magnificent. I'm magnificent. I was on vacation.
Hey, watch them jokes. They blast. They're a little too loud, bro.
Chill.
Be cool.
Let me turn my mic down.
You my man.
Sorry. Turn him all the way up.
Yeah, I was on vacation and I woke up on a marvelous Sunday and blowing up. My phone was blowing up.
On the Lord's Day.
Everybody was blowing up my phone. I was like, damn, what's going on? And I was like, everybody trolling me. That's fucked up. I'm on vacation. I took us to the Donda listening party. I done missed it.
Up. Yeah. You a trooper for that.
And I was the kid on Christmas, bro. I was the first person up that day. Everybody else woke up like 3 hours after me. I listened to the album twice.
So, like I said, we are here to review the album. We are going to go more or less on a track-by-track basis to just give our opinions on it. This will probably be about an hour and a half, give or take.
Plenty of jokes.
Plenty of jokes are coming.
Yes.
But we're going to start this off. Mr. Zoo.
Yes.
The floor is yours.
The floor is yours, my friend.
Advisory. On Friday, Kendrick Lamar dropped a song.
Yes, he did.
I gave my opinion. I said it was.
Yes, he did.
I said he could have done better.
I also agreed with that.
And this was before the Donda album was released.
And I sat and waited. I was quiet.
He did.
I didn't say one. I was like, I respectfully disagree.
He was like, oh, word?
Just riding on the inside. Gonna give himself an ulcer. He ready to blow up.
He was hoping the Donda album release. Mm-hmm. He was like, oh, I can't wait.
Can't wait. Could not wait.
The day is here.
I had so much anticipation for this here day.
Yes.
Your day of reckoning has come, Mr. Zoo. All right, let's go. We'll start it off with.
All right. We can start off with Donda Chant by Miss Selena Johnson, basically. She was the one who did All Falls Down. Because when they couldn't get Lauryn Hill.
Really?
Yeah, that's her.
Dang, how do you know
fact.
this stuff?
I just know, bro. I know I follow like 15 Kanye pages.
Yeah, that sounded about right. Mainly, that sounded about
right. If you guys, the Friendly Fire, have heard the Donda album, when Donda comes on, the very first lyric is Donda.
Literally.
Zoo had the steak face on the first D. He already knew how that word was finished.
My God.
He was, let me run this back 2 more times. Wait, the anticipation before the Donda? I didn't rewind it.
I don't think y'all understand. Donda.
Facts.
But continue.
And people did not understand it.
No,
because
I did not.
Because they say Donda 58 times. Miss Donda West 58 when she passed away.
R.I.P.
And it's in the form. At first, like people were like, okay, she's just saying Donda over and again. But then people, they deciphered it. They did the math. They did the science.
Today's knowledge.
Yeah. And then they saw there was a heartbeat in the pattern of a heartbeat, and it said, Kanye hasn't confirmed it, but people in his camp have confirmed that it's his mom's heartbeat right before she passed away. That's which, crazy. if it is 100% true, like we said, Kanye didn't confirm it. That's insane.
That's actually insane. Very, very much so crazy. I will not lie.
That's too big of a coincidence.
Yeah,
that's way too big of a coincidence. That's 3 things you got to check on. Like that's crazy.
That's
her last 58 beats, her heartbeat, and then that's a lie. That's a lie.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. He's
because
nuts
in the Chicago listening party, when that happens, they have her mom's face on just photos of her mom during the whole time. Mm-hmm. And then at the very end, the last Donda, it turns into a dove. So that's how people deciphered it, that it was her last heartbeat.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Donda West.
Yes, Miss Donda West.
Now continue on to the second track, my friend.
Second track, Jail featuring the one and only Jay-Z.
Great.
His mind had exploded already to where he couldn't even comprehend. So he had to go back to Donda.
So funny. The entire Kanye community was petrified.
Yes, y'all was.
When we heard it. Because at the Donda listening event in Chicago.
What was wrong with the Donda listening event in Chicago?
We heard of Mr. The Baby on the track. And Hov was nowhere near in sight.
No.
and we were all scared.
Mhm.
We were like, Kanye thought too much, and he overthought and thought wrong. And he took Mr. Jay-Z off the track. And obviously, we were talking about this before, well, through texting it, on Spotify, unless you read the credits, like if you're just reading the song lyric, it just says Jail by Kanye West. Doesn't give features or anything,
Right.
unless you manually go click on credits and do all that extra jazz.
Yeah.
So we were scared, but once I heard Made in the Image of God, that's my selfie, which is my Instagram caption today. All was okay
You
with the
stole
world.
your joke, Rico.
Yeah.
You
All
mad
of-
as hell?
I Eminem that one.
His
I be
episode.
Rabbit that one.
His episode. I'm letting him have this. I'm letting him have
Rabbit
it.
that one.
Had the
Oh.
taco meat out and everything. He was feeling
Facts.
He said,
himself.
I'm going to turn around with a great smile.
All right. Now, I will say, Jail was a great track.
That was a great track.
I thoroughly enjoyed
He had
that.
that line where he said, don't have to see you to touch you. This is what Braille looks like.
He ended the verse with that,
crazy.
right? That was like the last one on that verse.
No,
It was like
it
it was close.
It was
He did
close.
it was close. He did like a little pause. He said that, and then he said maybe like 3 bars after that. And
Yeah.
That's it.
I like the one when he was talking to when he like he talked to Donda. He was like,
Yeah.
kinda
Oh,
like,
stop doing that
I
red
got
cap.
your son. Like we
Yeah.
good. I got his back.
I
he's
like
like,
that one.
I appreciate
I'm with your
that.
baby. When we touch back road, I told him stop all that red cap. We're
Yeah,
going
that-
home.
that
That
one of my
was
favorites.
that was
That was
tight.
hard.
That
That
was
was
tight. So Jail, I'm gonna just get that out the way.
Yeah.
Jail is my favorite track on
Oh,
Donda. So
damn,
far.
already. So it's
Yeah.
downhill from here.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. basically.
wow,
No,
geez.
there was no. I have some ones I actually really did like, but I just really like that track like just a lot.
Alright.
So, but yeah, continue. What is track 3?
Track 3 is God Breathe featuring Vori. I
Didn't
know
like
God
that as
Breathe
much.
on this.
I like that.
It was very repetitive.
Wait, who was the feature on there?
Vori. It's
Okay,
like,
I thought it was
he's like
Maury.
mainly like no, not Rory from Rory.
No, I meant, I thought Maury. You remember I was talking about him on the pod.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
a
okay.
few pods
No,
ago.
Vori with the V.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's just he gives like a small little bar, and it's mainly I know God Breathe on this. I know, which is like it could help out. You know, this could be me reading too much into
The beat
it.
was straight.
We setting up for the rest of the album. You know, God Breathe on this album. You know, one could say.
One could say.
One could say.
I-
One
I'm-
could say.
I'm
a lot of
shooting some-
ones that would say it, though.
Hey,
The
I'm
three of us
saying,
may not say
if
it.
you guys haven't figured out by now, I'm gonna be shooting lots of bail.
Yes. Yeah.
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 So-
yeah.
Yeah,
ahead.
so it was a cool. I fuck with the beat mainly. I fuck with the beat.
That was,
That's how you know he ain't
that-
like
that-
it.
that
The
was-
production was amazing.
The beat was cold. The beat was
No,
great. I thoroughly enjoyed the
Because
beat.
I didn't save the whole album because there was just some that I was like, I'm not never gonna come back to that.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
pretty sure. No, I had that one on there. I fucked with God Breathe.
It was
Yeah.
decent.
That was, I know God Breathe on that. I
Take
know.
a
I was
little
at the
chant,
job
little
going
hype
crazy.
up.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go 4,
Yep.
which to me is probably top 5 on this album. Top 3 maybe. It's Off the Grid,
Man,
Mr.
Joe.
Fabio Foreign, and Playboy.
No,
Cardi.
that whole went
Bro,
nuts.
I don't.
I didn't know Fabio could rap like that.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't
No
know.
one knew that.
I didn't know, but Cardi got down on that.
Yeah.
I'm not a Cardi fan, and he
Yeah.
got down on
No,
that.
yeah.
Like, I was like, yo.
Yeah.
And Favi got the verse.
Favi
Favi had
got-
a verse
He
on
darn
that.
near got like the verse of the album.
Yeah,
like he
probably.
he,
It's close.
He went in.
It
Oh,
started off cool. It started with Kanye. I was like, all right, he set it up. Then Playboy came on, and he did his thing. Then Fabio just kept going and going. I was like, yo, this man, I could listen to this man all day. And,
Yeah.
and then
I
and
saw
then
the hype off of it.
Yeah.
Off that, I was like, oh, I see the hype. I get it.
on the
I was
first
like, I got
couple
it.
of listening parties, Kanye wasn't on it. Well, he was just the beginning portion.
Mhm.
It was mainly Playboy and Fabio.
yeah, yeah.
And in the third listening party, we heard Kanye's thing. And then, he kept it on here, obviously. And I was like, damn, I don't know if he's going to be able to compete with Fabio, but, he did his thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fabio stole the show on
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
though.
yeah.
Off,
Fabio
off the
did his
grid.
thing.
Off the
Yeah.
grid went nuts. Like so, Jail and Off the Grid. That's 1 and 2.
Here we go.
two.
Here we
That's
go.
1 and 2. All right, let's go.
He's giving me 3, and that's
Yeah.
it. He's like, after that, it's over. 3
Now
strikes,
the
you're out.
slander starts. Let's
All right,
go.
next one, which is a lot of people's favorite. I was on vacation in Mexico. It was getting played
Already?
in Mexico. Yeah, so it came out on Sunday. It was getting played.
Oh,
we
yeah,
went,
yeah, yeah.
We went out on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and it was getting played like loudly.
Yeah.
Like I heard it multiple times. I was like, "Yo, Mexico know what time it is." They didn't probably understand the lyrics, but they out here. Is number 5 was Hurricane with Lil Baby and
Fire.
The Weeknd.
That joint
Oh,
was
yeah.
fire, too.
That was good.
Oh,
That was
man,
good.
is that 3?
That's not gonna be the only
Yeah.
3 because
Oh, you
Dirk-
got a 4? You got a 4?
Dirk's song was
Oh,
ain't
that's-
came up yet. So
Oh.
no, I like I said, I quick disclaimer, and I'll give Zoo the floor again. I didn't dislike the album.
Hollywood
I just
nigga.
I didn't think it was a classic. Y'all was. I'm like, it's not
Hold
a
on,
classic.
who is this y'all person? Introduce him to me, because I didn't say nothing.
Kanye stands. We're calling it a classic. I said I don't believe it's a classic. I believe it's an alright album.
He's only a couple days in. It still has time to grow.
Yeah.
I personally didn't think Yeezus was a classic, and I still don't think it's a classic.
Hold
but
on.
it's teetering.
Your
down.
mic got low.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
while they're
we gotta
trying to
turn
stop
that
me.
up.
Yeah.
They're trying to stop me.
I'm
Can't
not never that.
nobody hold me down.
I think I accidentally stepped on it.
You might something might have come loose. Hold on.
Oh,
Please
no.
hold.
Oh, technical difficulties.
We're gonna figure this out
Donda.
on air.
Donda.
Donda, donda,
Donda.
donda.
They heard the slander
There
was
we go.
coming.
Boom. There we go.
They heard the
Yeah.
slander was coming.
All right. What were you saying about
What was I saying?
They were playing.
Hurricane?
They were playing Hurricane.
Yeah,
in
they were
Mexico?
playing in Mexico. It was
Okay.
all over the place. You know, I
Fire.
thoroughly enjoyed the song. That was good. You know, the weekend wasn't originally on it until the weekend did an interview with GQ where he said, "I want to work with Kanye."
Uh-huh.
Kanye literally hit him up, and by the third listening party, he was on it.
The Weeknd makes most songs he's on, if not all of them, like good. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he
Yeah.
has a bad like hook or whatever, to my knowledge.
His feature list is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And then Kanye had that one bar, "Everybody Hurts," but I don't judge Reynolds.
yeah.
Y'all felt that one?
I like that one. I
I
like
felt
that
that
one. I
one.
like that one.
Oh,
like
I
that
skipped over that. The I thought of Rico on this bar. I was like, oh, Rico probably hated this one.
What?
On Off the Grid at the end where Kanye says, they say Adam couldn't be black because he would never
Real,
share his
real,
rib.
real.
I was like, I know Rico rolled his eyes at that.
I legit, I was driving. I was like,
one.
all right,
yeah.
all right, Kanye, you got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right, but yeah.
It's real.
Any more comments on Hurricane? You guys
Nah.
enjoy that?
I like
I enjoyed it.
Hurricane.
I enjoyed it.
It's a good one. 6-1, I also enjoyed. Shocker. Praise God
I
featuring
enjoyed
Travis
that
Scott
one.
and Baby Keem.
That's who that was.
That was Baby
I
Keem.
thought that was Baby Kim. I wasn't sure.
Disclaimer: I didn't know who 85% of the features were on this album.
What is it with artists and not featuring the artists like in the track list anymore?
I feel like it's probably a splits or maybe they have an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Because like sometimes if you put all the features on the thing, when you look at it on your page, it probably looks cluttered.
Uh-huh.
So maybe he wants something to look sleek, and then you could just check credits.
Maybe because it was a feature-heavy album.
Yeah.
It was
it's
all
like-
features.
It was all features.
Yeah, basically.
So
I think there was only like 3 songs.
he
without a
basically
feature.
pulled a DJ Khaled. Like it was.
Basically.
Is that the new wave for Kanye?
It's probably safer to do that.
Yeah.
He
I
could.
think because if he produces the beat, you know the beat gonna be good.
You just
9.5
gotta spit on
times
there.
out of 10. You just got to do half a verse.
Yeah.
And then let your people kind of just.
Jan, does DJ Khaled have a Jay-Z song?
Yes, you got like 3 of them.
Okay, because I was about to go into some East Nas stuff.
Ooh.
Ah.
'Cause I was about to,
Nah.
because he
him
got
and Nas
one with
got the track. Yeah, him and
Yeah.
Nas got the track with Khaled.
Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
that's the
So,
one.
but yeah, what was
Lucky
this one
Jay.
called?
Praise God.
Praise God. I don't remember that one too.
I very enjoyed Baby Keem's verse. It's when he started doing the little auto-tune where it reminded me of Kendrick. I was
Uh-huh.
like, oh yeah, you your cousin.
Yeah,
He's your cousin.
That's really his. Yeah.
That's your cousin
You
right
can
there. When he
tell.
started doing the little high-pitch auto-tune.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. Not
Oh,
bad.
they're cousins. I'd never heard a Baby Keem song, so I don't know.
Till when? Like just.
Till,
Family-
like to this verse.
Really?
What about Family
I ain't-
Ties?
I didn't.
You didn't.
I bought Family Ties. Yeah, I forgot about.
But no, because at first it wasn't. It was funny with Baby Kim. It wasn't confirmed that he was Kendrick's cousin, and then they posted the picture for the Family Ties cover art, and
Yeah.
they both sitting there. It was like, oh, y'all related for real. And
Yeah.
then they were saying that he influenced a lot of the Damn album.
Oh,
With
word.
like that, like, because if you notice, Kendrick it spits a little bit different. Like on Humble,
Yeah.
you could put Baby Kim on Humble.
Yeah.
I don't think it would sound too different.
Yeah.
Humble is so
Mainly how the
bad,
voice,
man.
how they say it.
It's not bad. It's
It
just
is dated.
overplayed.
Bad sound.
It was
is
overplayed.
It's so overplayed. I'll never
Overplayed.
listen to that
No,
song.
no, but it was overplayed.
It was
It
super
was.
overplayed.
So-
It was very overplayed.
Everything that came out that year was overplayed.
No, like
2016.
2016, 17 was a bad year for radio rap because they just
I was doing
overplayed the
Lift,
same
bro.
3 songs. I'm like, y'all have to stop.
I was doing Lyft, listening to the radio. It Wild Thoughts. What was that?
Wild Thoughts was on
What was that
all.
song Jay
I
had
still
with
like Wild
Beyonce?
Thoughts though.
That was
Panda was on.
Panda was
Panda
on
was
there. What was the one with the Shining with Jay-Z? All day. It was them same 3 songs for like 8 hours.
Imagine doing retail.
Yeah, I did retail to
That's
that.
all it was.
Shining,
Yeah.
21. Shut up.
I hated that
Shut up.
song, bro.
I
Nah.
hate that song so much now. I
Don't
listen to it.
try to
Oh my
stop.
But continue.
Yes,
Continue, my friend.
Okay, so next song was Jonah
Like that
featuring
one?
Lil Durk and Vori.
That was good. That was
That was
good.
your
Jonah,
song?
Jonah was good, and okay. I enjoyed both
the
of those.
only knock is Lil Durk did, man, what? I was waiting for it. I was, oh, man. Kanye let him, fly.
That's probably one of like one of the best like ad libs.
It's the best ad lib. I use it for everything.
You do. I noticed
Man,
that.
what? But sometimes I don't even be trying to, but I use it so much that people be like, "Ah, you be laughing."
Yeah.
I like that bar Lil Durk had where he said, "I could be the cleanest millionaire. I'm from the mud still."
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah,
When he
dope.
said that,
This
I was
a
like,
hard
all right.
song.
Him and Lil
Pause.
Baby have like really like kind of revamped their style. They like really been spitting a lot lately. Like
Yeah.
they I think they trying to work with more. They trying to work with more people.
Yeah.
Trap's dying. Trap and drill, you can't make no money in it.
Nah,
You can't make
you
money.
can't get no
Not-
sponsors in
yeah.
that.
Even like every song,
You got to get radio
well,
play.
yeah,
Not
Durk's
just in your
poppin'
own
songs.
city.
Yeah.
Dirk's poppin' songs are what with Drake. That's the one you hear on the
One with
radio.
Dej Loaf.
You hear Dej Loaf.
Yeah.
It's not all this. Oh, I killed him and I
Yeah.
smoked. It's not that.
Because
That
you gotta-
doesn't sell. It doesn't sell no more.
Especially because it's like half of it's gonna be muted. So it's a
You gonna be
Yeah.
yeah, man. What? And I'm gonna be
Yeah.
yo, that's
Like,
first of the year, right?
like you literally
Thanks.
like the radio just putting the instrumental up at that point,
Yeah.
and you just kind of got to sing along yourself. So yeah. But
Talking
yeah,
about like muting, how do you guys feel about this album? Like it has cusses, but they muted all the.
I didn't
it
mind
wasn't
it at all.
It wasn't excessive because
Yeah.
I guess most of the people just kind of understood the
Yeah.
assignment, so they was just like, you know,
Probably told him to chill.
I was with it though, like, cause I was listening, I heard him bleep, but I was like, it goes with the flow.
No, yeah.
I was like, it went with.
they
I'm
didn't
like,
do
it's-
WGCI and morph it to
Yeah.
be something completely different.
Like you could tell Jadakiss was talking about cocaine,
Yeah.
and stuff, but without the bleep, and I was like, I wasn't mad at it. It was a good change of pace
Mhm.
from all the like, curse, explicit,
Bleep,
heavy
blah,
stuff.
blah, blah,
It was
blah.
a nice change of pace.
Talking about cocaine, I'm actually shocked. Kanye took off the song with he had with Pusha T.
I thought you were gonna say Chris Brown, because that was another.
I didn't hear the. I'm tweaking. I didn't hear the Chris Brown track. I missed it.
He
Like,
no,
had
it's
a
on
very
there.
little-
He just, I think
it
he
wasn't-
took off Chris Brown's verse.
uh-huh.
He just left his vocals
Ah, okay,
during
okay.
the hook. But we'll get to that one. But yeah, he took off Pusha T's. They had a track. He played it for the first and second listening party. Like him and Kanye are going back and forth, like
Uh-huh.
trading bars,
Yeah.
and it's completely like.
They probably.
They never put the 2 Chainz song up.
Oh yeah,
I told you
that-
why they didn't put that. Yeah,
my boy 2
He was,
Chainz.
oh, what's rhymes with I'm different.
My boy 2
I'm-
Chainz in the closet. I hear rapping his heart out, and we never
like-
got to see the light of
He
day.
was bam. I got it.
Speaking
Yo,
of never seen a lot of days, Soulja Boy threw a little tantrum. 'cause
Ah,
I'm
his,
so
He did.
tired of this.
his verse
dude.
got kicked off of I don't even know what track. What,
Promote.
and it was like,
with Young
but
Thug.
you heard the song and it was like, I
Yeah.
see, I get why. It's like,
Yeah.
first of all, like what you said with dude from Wu-Tang and Dre. If your
Yeah.
verse not good enough, it's not going on.
Yeah.
It is like you gotta have a thick skin.
Sorry.
If anything,
Sorry, Absol.
he shouldn't feel that because they took Kid Cudi off that song too, and everybody liked Kid Cudi's verse on that one in the listening parties.
Yeah, it's like it's
If it was whack, it's not going on here.
Yep.
That's just what it is. This is God's album, apparently. So
you gotta have thick skin.
you gotta come with it.
Anyway, what is next, my
So
friend?
track number 8, okay with Lil Yachty and Ruga,
Where he stole Drake's flow for the chorus.
and he was
Okay,
dissing him.
okay.
Yeah, he
it's not
was.
He
okay.
was dissing him while doing his flow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is-
that was.
I kind of liked it. I
I
liked it a lot.
I was definitely in. I was in the van like, okay.
Yeah, he did.
not okay.
He did Drake's flow better than Drake.
Launching that
did.
man. He ain't
I
doing
think
better than
he
Drake.
did.
What?
I think he did.
Yeah.
That joint was hard.
That was
joint
yeah.
was hard.
That specific. He can't just do Drake's flow better than.
I don't know. He only did it this one time.
I mean, hopefully he
That man,
twice.
Kanye,
because okay,
get on
okay,
that-
part 2 or something.
Yeah.
That is right. Twice. He already come get the 5 p.m. in Calabasas or whatever the hell it's called and rap over that beat.
Mm.
He can do it.
I'll rap him
He
before
can
PM
do
in
it.
Calabasas.
Then do
I
it,
got
Rico.
you. I got you.
I heard you say it. Let me see you play it. Go
Yeah.
do it.
Don't worry about it. No, I actually I did. I didn't like Yachty's verses much. It wasn't bad, but I wasn't like, oh my god. It was
Yeah.
like,
I think people were shocked because no one's ever heard him actually like rap.
Yes.
I've been listening to Yachty a lot lately,
Mhm.
and I can see it. I'm like, okay, that was a good Yachty verse. Like
Yeah.
he can actually.
He has
spit.
talent.
Yeah.
It's just the way he got on. The first impression is a mug.
Yeah.
That's the way it was. You came on as this goofy,
Yeah.
and nobody takes you serious.
Yeah.
But he can he can rap a bit. He can rap a little bit. He's
Has
not
it-
like the greatest.
Has anybody like truly been able to kind of like revamp, but without having to get black friends to make themselves look like, oh, I'm an adult now, like truly revamp they style, like to be taken more seriously in music? Because like anybody who's come in seriously with music has usually been taken, like obviously the Kanye's, the Drakes, the Kendricks, the Cole,
Yeah.
like they all came in like I'm a rapper. I don't have a gimmick.
Snoop
I don't
Dogg.
know. Did he?
Snoop Dogg,
But he
in a
could
way,
always
he
rap.
but he changed because if you listen to like Doggy Style, how
Mhm.
he rapped, then he caught that case and got off.
Yeah.
Then it wasn't so much gangster
It was a
stuff.
bunch of
It was like
love ballads.
it was no. He was still rapping,
Uh-huh.
but it wasn't bitches ain't shit no more. It
Yeah.
was still like a little bit of that, but it wasn't leave a nigga dead because it wasn't none of that no more. So he was like, I let my little homies get. He was more like, I'm mature.
Yeah.
I damn near lost my life back there. Like
Yeah.
I ain't doing no more goofy shit.
Yeah.
So that's how he kind of matured. That's when he started going from the gangster to the pimp.
Yeah. LL Cool J kind of did something similar to that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but LL Cool J was more so like the bad boy. So he
Uh-huh.
kind of had to like,
Yeah,
you know, him and Ice-T would beef. That was like a thing.
No, he like Ice-T like threatened his life. My
Yeah.
dad. That's like one of the one beefs he like couldn't remember. Like,
Yeah.
he was saying like he was telling me because on one of the tracks, I guess LL he said something about I guess Ice-T was dating Coco around that time
Yeah.
and mentioned her in the song.
Yeah.
And like Ice-T like pulled up on him at a party was like, hey, this rap stuff stay between us. Like
Right.
them outside people don't get talked about. And
Yeah.
LL didn't say he just.
Yeah, he wasn't I'm bad no more.
He was like, my bad. I'm just, I'm mischievous. I'm sorry.
I got this idea for a show called NCIS.
If you're interested, you know.
Nah, man, I'm SVU. Rape job.
Golly.
So you mean to tell me?
But
that
go
was
ahead.
one of the funniest like out of pocket lines
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
ever heard
That
on a TV show.
Too crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's next on the?
It was Junior with Playboy Cardi.
That's probably one of my favorite songs.
It was
Junior
okay.
watching
Part two
me on my
was
Rick.
my joint.
Yeah.
Part two was crazy.
His choruses were all good in my
Yeah.
opinion, for the most part. I did enjoy that. But I think
Did you not like the after every bar?
I'm never a fan of that.
You don't
My
like it,
thing is, it's weird. It's like I wanna say this correctly. When people have a flow and like maybe they rap the same word, like so even when Kendrick Lamar did Brother,
Yeah.
it was like he was rapping other words before Brother came out.
Yeah.
So like I could accept that. I'm not a huge fan of like heavy ad lib rhyming.
Yeah.
Like you ain't really saying them, but you just gonna rhyme the ad lib to each other
Yeah.
to make. I'm not a huge fan of that. But, so
it's all right if it's done right.
yeah, like oh yeah, that's
Like-
the best way to say it. I
The,
think.
Like-
I think what helped. Oh, my bad.
Go ahead.
But I think what helped this one was that when Playboy Cardi was rapping, Kanye would do the
Yeah.
and then when Kanye was rapping, Playboy Cardi would do the
So it's not too.
So it was like
heavy,
they were
yeah.
like still helping each other out
Yeah.
type thing.
But no, I really enjoyed the chorus was crazy. The chorus went nuts. Like I said, he's really good at writing hooks or having somebody write his hooks and delivering them. It was a decent song. I didn't like skip it as soon as it came on. I listened to it all the way through. I enjoyed it for the most part.
I was gonna say 50 did it well on that song "Life's on the Line"
Mhm.
when he was "I let my watch talk for me, right
Yeah.
talk for me." It was kind of like
yeah.
you were
Yeah.
playing on the
Yeah.
and it was like okay, I get that was dope.
It's all about the delivery and how you go about it. I
Yeah.
think because it's like I could say that and then like
What you're talking about too, because if it don't make sense, then it's like what the hell are you talking about?
why are we talking about this right now?
Like it don't care if you match this with that. It's like what are you even talking
You're
about?
not making a cohesive thought. What is next, my friend?
Number 10, I think it's gonna be one of the most popular songs out of this album.
Mhm.
It hasn't been talked about as much, but I think it's gaining
Zelda.
steam. It's Believe What I Say with the one with the Lauryn Hill sample.
That's the one.
Oh, wait,
no,
hold on.
that's
Let me
not the
hear
one
this
with
one.
Griselda.
I gotta make sure because I think I did like this one for the most part.
Wait, which one was the Griselda? That was "Keep My Spirit Alive," right?
Griselda, yeah.
Okay,
Keep My
damn,
Spirit
I got
Alive.
them confused. But yeah, I like the.
Oh
Believe
yeah,
What I
they
Say.
did. That was
That was
cold.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
No copyright, but yeah, that was
Starting to get some steam under there, and then he did the the Lauryn Hill sample, which Drake also did for Draft Day.
It was a
So
different,
it was,
yeah.
it was different, but he still used it.
For the record, Nas actually got Miss Lauryn Hill on a track
Twice.
this
Ah,
year.
Twice.
he did.
This year.
Yes.
Don't
Like
be saying
a
this year.
verse. He's got a verse from Miss Lauryn Hill.
That's
Yeah.
I think that might be a little bit better than a little sample
Ah.
in my book.
I ain't
in
gonna
my
hold you. The
book.
folks love sampling that song.
It's
a good
dope.
song.
Yeah, like you can put that.
And you could flip it
you
so
could
many
chop
ways.
it up so many different.
That whole
Speaking
album.
of chopping, let's take a quick detour and talk about the little thing he's selling with the
The
album.
stem.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like I kind of want to buy it. I get paid on Friday. We'll see. We shall see.
I think that's pretty cool.
That's dope.
I'm curious if it allows you basically to like hook up your phone and so but it's like I think he would need more access to everybody's music to
Yeah.
do that. So
So I'm not sure how it really
You would have
works.
to, sorry to cut you off, but you would have to like sync it to either like an iTunes or like a Spotify, so you could be like, oh, would you like to add like how the iPods used to be?
Yeah.
Would you like to add these 20 tracks?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be. You couldn't just throw "I Wonder" on there. You would have to find the stem.
yeah.
Like it would have
Yeah.
to be a big ass.
People were trying to gatekeep it They were like,
Why?
Because some people at first, like, I didn't know what a stem was.
Yeah.
I still don't know.
I'm in music and barely know what it's.
No. So I know what a music and stem was mainly because like I used to listen to Joe Budden Pod.
Right, and
Heavy.
Buddy talks
They
about
kind of they explained it like years ago or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know what the actual stem machine was, right? And someone like tweeted was like, if you don't even know what a stem player is, you shouldn't even be buying this. And I was like, bro, like, it's
don't
something
worry
to have
about
fun
me.
with
It's
your
an
friends.
experience. Like,
you know, you could like
you
switch
can-
it up. You could do like I have the DJ Pro app.
I always
on my
wanted to be a
thing.
DJ. Just,
Right.
just
Just
vocals.
just something to mess around
Just
with.
audio. Reverse
Yeah.
it all. Like, that's cool.
Let people have fun.
Facts. God damn.
That's literally Gatekeeper's
Gatekeeping
biggest thing.
shit.
They don't want folks to have fun.
Like, can you get it? Yes. Can I get it? Yes.
Yes.
Then what's the problem?
Facts.
What is the issue? We don't have to cross paths.
It's not
It
like there
ain't
was a
limited.
limited. Yes, it wasn't limited from what I saw. So it's not like it's like, oh, we're taking it away from the real producers or something. It's like,
Like, he's offering it. Like,
yeah. So,
come
I
on.
My money is just as good as yours.
mean, yeah.
You don't even have to. I don't know you. Why are you doing this? Like, I ain't did nothing to nobody.
That's you can say that about gatekeepers everywhere. It's like, I
It's such
don't
a
know you, sir. Like, I don't. I really don't.
Oh man, y'all just want to watch this show now. Don't worry about it. I don't
Do
care.
you want them to go off the air? you should be glad I'm watching it.
Right, just let me do my thing. Like shit.
I think it's time for me to do my thing.
Yeah.
All right, what is next, my
The
friend?
next one, which I really enjoyed.
Oh, which one
Enjoyed.
did
If
you
you listen
really-
to it, it could be like a tearjerker. It was 24 with the Sunday Service Choir. That was the one.
That was a dedication to Kobe, right?
It was like a dedication to Kobe / because the chorus is 24 hours, but at the beginning he does say it's never the right time to leave. So like, when people pass away, they're like it was his time
Mhm.
or something. He
Yeah.
says
Like
it's
another
not time to
24
leave.
off. Yeah, another 24.
Yeah. So it was like I just like the Sunday. It was mainly the Sunday Service Choir, and then Kanye goes with the "We're gonna be okay," and then the choir chimes in with "God's not finished."
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was dope. It's
Yeah.
a short song, but
Yeah, it was
short,
nice.
sweet, and to the point. One of those things.
Which is funny because it's an hour and 49-minute album. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
To the point.
this one is. We're gonna go straight to the point with
And
this one.
sometimes the point ain't
4
down the
minute
street.
track. No.
Yeah. Let's talk about probably one of the more creative tracks on
Yeah.
the album, Remote Control.
Yeah.
This song is funny for me because I like it a lot, but
Mhm.
I can't see myself putting it on a playlist for some reason.
Mm.
Like if it comes on, I'm a vibe and bop to it, but I don't think I can just willingly go and
You won't-
click on
you
it.
won't search for it?
Like I don't think I'll search for it. If I'm playing the album and it comes on, I'm not skipping it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If it comes on in the shuffle, I'm not skipping it. If it's on somebody's playlist, I'm bopping. But I don't think I can go to the album and just, I'm gonna listen to this album. Let me start with Remote Control.
Is there a reason why?
I have no idea. It's a good song.
Yeah.
It just doesn't give me that like.
So the new version has to kind of grow on me because the original one had Kid Cudi, and
Maybe
he
that's-
had
maybe that's
he
why.
had Young Thug and Kid Cudi harmonizing. I think I don't know if you guys remember, or I'm pretty sure I tweeted you guys.
Yes,
I mean
right.
texted you guys.
Yeah.
Where I was like, Thug and Cudi are harmonizing
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah.
I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard, and he like took it. So it's just Young Thug basically doing his thing, like towards the latter half.
I want to get
And
a
he
shout out
took-
to Young Thug.
People
He
were
is,
mad
like,
because he
crazy
took off Cudi for the Shabba Dubba Dub Dub or whatever that was at the people. I don't know why he did that. People are saying his because it's a YouTube video like for kids
Mhm.
that he saw like his daughters enjoying like laughing at it. And
Mhm.
he just did it for his daughters or because in the live version the Wubba Lubba Dub Dub thing was like 30 seconds. In the track I think it's only like 5 seconds or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But in the actual thing, like the live event was like 30 seconds of it, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Well, you were saying, what were your thoughts on the track?
This is one of my favorite ones. It's probably like 3 for me because
Yeah.
I like it's not in my opinion, it's not like a super deep song, but I like the vibe and like the feel of it.
Yeah.
I can drive to this song. I can kind of cruise. It kind of it relaxed me. I don't know like the overall. Like I said, I've listened to this album I think twice, like 1.5 times, and yeah.
I've listened to this album 3 times.
I'm sorry, but I apologize. But like when it started getting later, I'm like, I'm not feeling like I like the ones that are starred on Apple Music. I can rock
Rico,
with.
I got the gist of it.
I'm good, but I do like Remote Control. I like the overall like attitude and feel of it, and it's just a good. I get like a good feeling when I listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm relaxed when I listen to it.
Zoo, can I ask you a question real quick?
Oh, I
This-
love it.
Well, it's not about the Donda album, but this man said 3 songs, but he's thoroughly enjoyed I Want to Count more than 3 songs.
Yeah.
I didn't say I only had
So
3.
this man, please stop with the red cap, Rico.
I didn't say I only like 3. Y'all said I only like 3.
Oh, man.
Y'all said I
Man,
only
what?
like 3. Yeah.
Teetering on classic at this point.
No.
It kind of is.
No, it is
kinda-
not.
I'll-
There are.
Finish
Stop.
your review.
We're gonna finish.
it
Yeah,
up.
we're gonna finish
Stop
the
it.
review,
Finish
and we're
the
gonna go
review.
back.
Finish
We're gonna
the
go back.
review. Finish the review.
We're gonna go back.
Finish the
We'll go
review.
back.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
We'll do like the J. Cole one where we say at the end like how many out of how many and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll get this episode. There's no time limit.
Go
on
ahead.
creativity.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Rico about
we
to
had
explode
30, we had
again.
30,
He's like-
we
he's
had
like-
30 minutes.
He's
Go
like,
ahead.
nah. He's like, damn, they caught me. I'm gonna shit on these next 3 just so they know.
Just so they know, Rico finna pull out the extra hate today.
Like I said, I didn't say it was a bad album.
Yeah.
I just said it's not a classic.
Ah, okay.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. We got Moon featuring Don Toliver and Kid Cudi.
Wasn't a
You
fan
didn't
of
even
that one.
you didn't even
I
know
didn't know
Don
who-
Toliver was in this.
I didn't know who Don Toliver was. I promise you, I would have been like, who the hell is Don? I thought he was the salt guy.
You thought
Don Toliver. I honestly promise.
you thought he was the news guy?
I didn't know who he was.
Don Toliver he's signed.
I
to,
knew he do music. I'll shoot
yeah.
some more bail. I'm not that old. I knew who he was, that he did music, but I haven't heard him, so I didn't know what his voice sounded
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't know 85% of these features.
He's talented. He's talented. I like him.
You know, Kanye doesn't really. This is more of a Cudi track, you say.
I didn't play
See-
add that one.
Cudi doesn't really. But I mean, Cudi does his thing. You know,
is
it's
this
hums.
only one? Is this only one Cudi is on?
He's basically just Don Toliver and Cudi. Kanye does a little bit of the vocals towards the end where they all harmonize
Ah,
towards the end, but it's mainly just Kid Cudi doing his thing.
this is basically a DJ Khaled situation, I think. Cause like the more you
Yeah.
talk about it, the more I'm seeing like he didn't do a whole bunch of his own stuff. It was kind of like I'm gonna give y'all a fire beat and I'm gonna let y'all be as creative as possible with it.
I mean,
type
I'm pretty sure
stuff.
Kanye told him what to do for the
Think
most
he's
part.
No, you're probably right. It's
Yeah.
Kanye, so he's in very much.
I mean, everything was
I mean, he
pretty
had
much scripted.
He had everyone wearing the masks. I'm pretty sure he was telling everybody what to do.
Y'all forgot
Yeah.
Everybody
Marilyn
named
Manson.
Mama was wearing that mask. Yeah, except Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson's like, yeah, if I'm showing up, I'm not wearing this.
People are gonna know who I am.
Yeah.
I found it hilarious when they show that picture, and like West Side Guns just kind of like, what this nigga
Like,
doing?
The memes were
He's
hilarious.
famous now. West
Yeah.
Side. These people you gonna have to interact
The
with.
memes were hilarious. They were like the one emo kid that hangs out with all the hood dudes in high school.
He has a lot of pictures with black people. Marilyn Manson.
He,
Yeah.
he used to be kind of like in that crowd. Him
Yeah.
and like Ozzy Osbourne. They used like everybody used to mess with them.
It's funny.
Pac got a picture with Kiss.
He does.
He's like right in the middle, like, like, West Side, like yeah.
What is next, my friend?
Funny joke, real quick.
Oh,
though.
go ahead,
Did
go
you
ahead.
see the people outside his crib
Yes.
doing the jail
Yeah,
thing?
yes.
That shit had me dying this morning, bro.
They added a gate. People are just jumping that gate. Because they used to have one of those stingy gates where everybody named Mama Cope, and now they actually
Yeah.
added the big gate.
Does he still own that house? Or?
Yeah, he bought it. He bought the gate, and the gate has a D on it.
Oh
The
wow.
Donda.
Is it
and,
empty?
and like people are just I think that the house is empty still. He apparently, from what his camp said, Kanye was trying to get that actual house removed, like a trailer park home, and get put in Soldier Field. And I don't know how much that true that one that people were saying, but the one that was true that I did believe was how Kanye burned himself at the listening event.
Yeah.
Like he set himself on fire. He was originally trying to set the house on fire, the makeshift house, but the Chicago Fire Department was like, "That's gonna be a no. We'll let you
They
burn
can't
yourself.
stop me setting myself.
We're not burning the entire stadium down."
Yeah.
now."
Let's not do that inside. We still have a season to play,
Yeah,
sir.
fact. He messed up the field. I think
bet.
He scorched the field.
yeah, I think that part where because there was fire.
Chicago history.
Niggas have too much money.
He did fucking scorch it. I'm pretty sure that's coming out of his pocket.
But
There's
we're
no
not
way.
gonna act like Soldier Field got the best grass in the world either.
They already thinking about moving to Arlington.
The dude from Green Bay,
Yeah, see.
he was like, he said that joke. He's like, I mean, wasn't it already messed up to begin with or something like
Oh, the
that?
Cubs used to play there.
Yeah.
That's
Facts.
crazy.
Yeah.
What a
not,
time.
not the greatest of
Of
fields and ground and whatnot.
So 14, which was one of my personal favorites. I've been listening to my AirPods. My left ear. I months ago I dropped it accidentally in water. I can still hear out of it, but it's faint.
Uh-huh.
So it's mainly right ear driven. So I've been waiting to hear this in the car. Today I listened to it in the car the first time. Heaven and Hell, which is where he's just rapping by himself, and then the chorus just comes in.
I didn't add that one for some
Give
reason.
me a second.
Yeah, you'll get it. And then toward the end, he's like, brah, that, and then the chorus is going.
Oh, okay. I didn't like the beat on that one too much.
That beat is kind of weird.
But funny story you said about your iPod. I was working this job during that snowstorm. I was driving, picking up medicines, and I fell on a big ass pile of snow.
Oh,
And
damn.
the AirPod, my right one, I had a hat,
Uh-huh.
and so the right one slipped out the hat and fell this big dumbass pile of snow. And it was like 6 o'clock, so it was dark.
Damn.
So I just had the left one. I was like, damn. And I was all the way out south, and I was like, no.
Can't go out like that.
So I still don't have a right AirPod. So
To this day.
I'm gonna have to get one.
Yeah, it's time.
It's a necessity.
It's time. You got it.
Yeah.
So next one is Donda, with the entire community. Not only were the Kanye fans bamboozled, but the Ariana Grande fans were bamboozled.
Oh, that was the song she was supposed to.
That was the one we all thought Ariana Grande's vocals were on,
Mm.
and then Stallone, like someone with like less than like 50K followers, she's like, that's actually me. And people were like, no, it's not. This is fucking Ariana Grande. And then she had to tweet pictures of her at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium with Kanye. She recorded a video of her recording it. She's like, no, it's me. It's not Ariana Grande. And like even like big websites were like, oh, it's Stallone, not Ariana Grande. We were bamboozled.
Wow.
She sounds good. And it was the one with her and
Do you know how he found her?
I don't.
That's crazy.
I do not. I have no idea who she is.
You're like Batman. Look at him. He's out here. Hey, you want a better life situation? You gotta learn how to fight for 2 years, and I'll put you on a track. Cool.
All right, that works. Does she sound that much like Ariana?
Yeah, she sounded almost just like her. It's
That's
like her. It's Kanye, her Stallone, which is her, and Tony Williams is on that track. So
Not bad.
I'm gonna have to, when I listen to it again, I'll probably have to pay more attention to it.
yeah, it's like
Because now that I know
she's, like,
who's on the
harmonizing
track,
with-
I can like
Yeah.
listen for their
Yeah.
voices now.
Next one, G Baby was clamoring about it. Keep My Spirit Alive with Conway the Machine, KC, Westside Gun, and Royce the 5'9".
Royce was on there?
Royce was on there?
Yeah, he's
Royce
the one.
was not on there.
No.
He's the one trading bars with Kanye at the end.
That was him?
Yeah, it's Royce.
I don't
I
even
did not
remember
peep
that
that.
car.
Yeah.
That part, I don't know. I just blanked out after Conway did.
And they said they heard it.
I
I
did.
did
I
hear
liked
it.
it though.
I
I heard
did
this
hear it.
album 3 times at work. So
I heard it
was
1.5, okay? I'm like,
No, because I'm legit. I'm at the end. I'm gonna break it down because I got the joint saved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's my joint.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
what did y'all think of Conway's voice?
I like Conway's. I like Westside. Westside really got down.
I think Conway's verse could have been a little bit longer.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
like they stifled him a little bit. You know, Benny the Butcher wasn't on it.
Was
He
he
got the
taken
Drake-
off or was
he
he
got
never
the
on
Drake
it?
feature?
I think because all three of them went to the recording studios.
Mhm.
Maybe he wasn't on this song from one of the songs they recorded.
Because Benny's not Griselda. He's Rock Nation.
Yeah.
He not with Griselda?
He was with Griselda, and then Shady signed
Yeah.
Conway and Westside because they were Griselda.
Yeah.
Benny signed with Rock Nation because he's not Griselda. Griselda's usually just them two.
Oh, wow.
That's Griselda.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was just he's
Yeah.
their cousin.
And then Benny started doing like features, and then that's when the whole like rumor started that Conway was beefing with Benny, or I think it was Conway or Westside. Westside was beefing again.
That's interesting.
But then they were like, nah, that's family, blah blah blah.
yeah, like
La familia.
they're like legit blood. And then Drake supposedly got a Benny feature, so I don't know how much that played into.
I mean, that would be kind of petty if that was the reason.
look at what we're dealing with.
But I'm saying Kanye got a lot of people on his song that have songs with
Yeah, like
Drake.
Lil Durk.
Yeah, that's true.
The Weeknd,
songs.
Chris
Yeah,
Brown,
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I didn't
Travis
think about
Scott.
that. Yeah, he was damn near terrified about to kill Travis Scott. Like, you told Drake my address?
Facts. He was. Yeah, because Travis Scott, I think, apologized and all that. Yeah.
It was his fault that Drake. I don't feel like Drake
was
would know
mad.
where he lived.
No,
No, he was mad he put him on the track.
Yeah,
Ah.
and then he said those bars. He was like, "You listen to this song, and you still
you-
let it go out,
Right.
even though
like,
you know
you didn't
he's
look
shitting
out
on
for
me."
me.
Yeah,
Like,
'Cause
you
it was
know
on
who he
his
was talking
album.
about.
We've actually we didn't talk about it, but I was talking about it with some of my other
Oh,
friends.
the other pod.
Damn.
No, not the other pod. Group chat I'm in.
Admit there is
They
another
were,
pod.
they were talking about like sometimes when singers or rappers are beefing with somebody and like they go to a neutral party for a feature and they throw like a jab or a
Or
diss,
something.
and
Yeah.
sometimes like the person either one doesn't pick up on it or they're just kind of like, well, this ain't my business. It's kind of
Yeah.
between y'all. What do y'all think about that?
It kind of like
it depends on like I think we had talked about it before, like your man, like who you're doing business with when we talked about the baby,
Yeah.
Megan and Tori.
Yeah.
And it's like, if me and him are just cool, but we're not like homies, I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop you. But when Travis Scott and when when Travis Scott has said Kanye's my biggest mentor, you would think you'd be like, yo, like that's
you're not
my,
gonna do that.
That's my OG type thing.
Yeah.
You know, like Remy Ma isn't letting people come on her tracks and diss Fat Joe.
True.
Type thing.
True.
So.
Good point. I think a
That's
lot
one
of
those.
it.
Or Drake ain't letting anyone come on his track and diss Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
That's not gonna. That's not flying. So you know.
One of the reasons I asked was because one, I'm curious, like maybe how much like rap politics be having to like play a factor. Because sometimes like even when the 2 seconds Eminem and MGK was beefing, the whole reason that got started was because MGK threw a diss at Eminem from a Tech 9 track.
Yeah.
So it's like him and Tech 9 are supposed to be cool. So it's like.
Yeah.
What's going like? Is it just like, hey man, he sent the vocals in last second? It's a studio thing. He already like, you know, type.
It's like Control. You can't tell me Kendrick submits that verse.
Yeah.
Because didn't Big Sean have a verse after that too?
Nah, it was
just those 2 verses.
No, Kendrick was the last. Or Jay Electronica was the last verse.
Well, I mean, you put that song together and you hear it. You hear your name in there.
But
you let it fly.
Well, initially it was supposed to actually go on the album. He kicked it off the album, then released it as a single.
But that's still the thing. It's like, okay, now you release my name on this joint, like
because it wasn't a true diss. It was like a call to arms. It was like, hey, we're the top of our classes.
Kendrick and Drake are already kind of beefing because that's when Kendrick did that cipher with the
and nothing was the same. So they dropped Control and took the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. That was kind of I like that.
So they're already kind of beefing and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Well, yeah.
And then
I'm just curious, kind of, because you know it's everything's whether.
And Drake don't want those smoke with Kendrick. No. Because on damn, I forgot the name of the song. You're gonna know when I said it. No, well on To Pimp a Butterfly, where Kendrick says you guys are sharing bunks, like you guys sharing bars
on
like you
King
share the bed on
King
Kunta. There you go.
You think that was
definitely for Drake.
Sharing bars
because that's when,
you're
sharing bars like about a bunk in a 2-man cell.
I promise I wouldn't tell. Most of y'all sharing bars like you share a bunk on a 2-man cell.
And then right after that, when Meek Mill did the you have a ghostwriter type thing, and, you know, Kendrick's like, I wouldn't tell.
Oh yeah. Huh?
But he ain't said Kendrick, don't say Candyman's name. That's what Kendrick Lamar said.
Meek Mill had that ooh kill him.
It was against Kendrick. It was a good one. It was a good response.
He looked like a $2 million. I was like, shut up.
All right, what's next? Next on the track?
So slightly transition. We kind of skipped a little bit, but Jay Electronica, Jesus is Lord.
That was a solid.
Jesus, hit on that.
That was a solid verse.
He was going crazy on that verse. I was like, oh yeah, man, there's too many bars.
I gotta get into Jay Electronica more.
And Kanye's like storytelling, like that one. Dope. I was sad as shit. Now when we said
I didn't hear it twice, so I skipped the first one and then I played the last one.
You played the one with the locks on it.
Yeah, I played that one.
But yeah, Kanye's verse where he says, damn, what'd he say? I got it right here.
You're supposed to know this.
I got it right here. I got it
right here.
Jesus. Oh, he's like, if I talk to Christ.
Oh, would I bring my mama back to
life? Yeah, if I talk to Christ, would that bring my mom back to life? Or if I die tonight, will I see her in the afterlife? And then you could hear him like break down where he says that woman rode with me like a Harley. Mm-hmm. I was like, damn. And then he told that little story about about
the family.
I hope this was like a way for him to kind of like, because I don't know if he's going to therapy, but I hope this was a way for him to kind of get a lot of that off of his chest.
Yeah, because he was talking on this song. He was talking about suicide. He was like, when suicide's got you thinking about what's up there.
Yeah.
And like all that. Like I hope this album he like finally was able. I'm pretty sure peace. You know that's something you're not gonna be able to ever get over. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like obviously
in certain ways you learn to accept.
You know you get to it gets a little bit easier. I can speak from the. It gets a little bit easier. You never forget it.
Yeah.
And it's like it just. Oh, I'm not as sad today about it. That's all.
Are there some days that hits you harder?
Oh yeah, the birthdays, anniversaries, my birthday. Sometimes I just like I'll get in a funk, just like. I'm thinking about him again. I'm like, let me get out of it. Not because it's a bad thing, but it's like
you don't want to bring yourself that low again. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, I definitely feel him. Like maybe that's why I like the album so much.
Okay. But it was Jay Electronica did his thing. You know, he did the.
He's a really good artist.
He was like earthquakes will do there'll be earthquakes on this nation for what Bush did to Rwanda, the Clintons did to Haiti, and Reagan did to I forgot what he said.
Yeah, Reagan did in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Screw
Yeah,
Reagan.
he went crazy.
Reagan smash.
The next song, which was a hot topic because Mr. Breezy knew again. I don't know if you guys enjoyed that one.
I didn't have it on my thing. So
It wasn't too memorable to me.
But I didn't know
personally.
I still didn't know which songs Chris Brown was on.
I couldn't
It was
like
just
I said,
that
I
one.
couldn't
He was
hear
just on
him
the
out.
vocals. I think he had an original verse,
Mhm.
and then he took them off.
Kanye was like, yeah.
I honestly thought he was on that. Sorry to skip ahead. I thought Chris Brown was on No Child Left Behind.
You thought that was his voice?
I thought that was his voice.
I thought it was Ty Dolla $ign.
No, that was Vori again.
Oh, so I definitely
Yeah.
didn't know who Vori was.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into Vori because he apparently
Can spit a little bit.
a little something like. What was next?
Uh,
Television.
Television. That was, go ahead.
no, I had played something by accident.
No, yeah, Television. That was that Pop Smoke, little 30-second.
It was all right.
It was okay.
I don't think I'll go back to it.
That
just
one
'cause it's an
really,
interlude.
yeah, that one's the only one. Like, I really didn't need it.
I think the main reason I was kind of like, because we had just talked about how they emptied out his catalog.
Right.
So I'm like,
and no one did anything on it. It was just Pop Smoke.
I
Yeah.
would have much rather. Have you guys heard that song "Perfect 10" that was on Mustard's album with Nipsey Hussle?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Now, how
Yeah.
that went, I would have kind of liked that to be like a Pop Smoke, like where he's like giving an interview with the beat kind of just
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
background.
That would have been dope. Yeah.
That would have been straight.
Yep.
20.
Lord, I Need You. I really liked.
Yeah.
I really
Lord, I
liked
Need
that
You
one.
with this Sunday Service Choir.
He's going.
That
up
Sunday
crazy.
Service Choir go crazy.
They
They're
were
very
going
talented.
crazy.
Very, very talented.
Yeah, that Sunday Service. I'm glad he paid him. So he stayed.
He wasn't paying them at first?
Well, I don't think it was Kanye. It was like the person managing that was supposed to pay him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he owed him like $2 million.
Damn.
But as we can see, it's all clear now because they're on the
They
Super
out
time.
here spitting.
God
man.
dang. Two.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one as well.
Okay.
Shocker.
Oh, yeah.
21 was one of my favorites.
Roddy
Pure
Ricch.
Souls,
You
Roddy
said
Ricch.
that
25
It's
times.
so
It should
fun.
be- But I mean,
You was so
it's an
fire,
amazing
bro.
album.
That's fine.
Roddy
Yeah.
Ricch is very good.
Roddy Ricch did his thing.
Roddy Ricch is very, very good.
Kanye did his thing.
I was low key worried for Roddy Ricch that he was gonna become a gimmick, or not a gimmick, but he was gonna become a one hit wonder. Because obviously the box like blew up. But then it's like
No, that album was ridiculous.
it was,
That
but
album
I
was
didn't know
crazy.
how serious people was gonna take his music. But then like when it comes to like features and stuff.
Yeah.
But like seeing the people he started grouping with, I'm like, okay, he gonna be here for a minute.
Yeah.
I first actually got on to him from Racks in the Middle
Okay.
With Nipsey.
with Nipsey.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a big fan of Nipsey. I'm becoming a fan of him. But
Uh-huh.
when I heard him on there, I was like, okay, this was a dope little song. Then I heard him. I'm like, who is this dude? Then my homie put on, shout out Lil Man, he was like put on Die Young.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
I was like, yo, this dude's for real.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this dude's for real.
That boy is good. That boy is good.
But yeah, that's one of. I know I said it. One of my favorite
Favorite
songs.
songs.
I've been playing it.
You
but,
said that
22 for 22
Yeah,
at this
like,
point.
favorite song.
Nah, we
Lord
skipped Pop
have
Smoke.
mercy.
We
on
said
it.
so 23 for
Oh,
22.
oh,
It's
wow.
almost, it's a chink. Oh, man,
Oh,
you
his
better
armor.
strike. You better strike, bro.
So what I want to say.
That's a good one.
All right.
Next. And Shanisa was on that one, which.
Who?
Exactly. People thought it was Rihanna at
I
the
did
Soldier
too.
Field thing.
Yeah,
it was
no,
her.
it's an easy. But
Explain the pettiness behind.
That's where I was about to go. That's where the petty boots come in. And I looked it up because I was like, damn, people are just saying shit not to say it. But now I looked it up and like people reported it back then a couple months ago. They're like, oh, Drake allegedly got this girl pregnant, made her get an abortion, type thing. And that's Miss Shanisi.
She's a.
I want
reggaeton.
to. She's Jamaican.
She do reggae, I believe.
Reggae, not
yeah.
reggaeton.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, reggae.
Yikes.
She's actually she's like top dog over there.
Really?
Like when it comes to like.
I don't
Yeah.
know nothing about reggae. No, I wasn't talking yikes about her. I'm talking about the Drake thing.
No, for
that's-
sure.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So he did it because she was at the listening event and everyone was like, damn, he's going at Drake with that and he's going at because Lil Uzi a couple weeks ago he threw some shade at Kanye.
What did he say about Kanye?
I forgot he tweeted and deleted it.
Okay.
And I don't remember the
Scary, yeah.
tweet. And then
I hate when folks do that, bro. Stick in
Facts.
your truth.
I mean we already half the people screenshot it already.
Yeah, I'm about low-key about to look. I bet you I can find it if I
And
look it up.
They
and
got to type it in Twitter.
Uzi
Yep.
Vert had said previously that his idol was Marilyn Manson. So Kanye was like, "Hey, yo, Marilyn,
Marilyn, slide through real quick.
Uzi don't got your number, but I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to pop out real quick." And he had both of them there, and everyone was like, "Damn, he's going at Drake and Uzi at the same time."
Uzi was crying in the crib when he saw that.
No. Why would you do that?
Next one, "Come to Life," which is basically where Kanye was just singing, and they had that piano at the end,
That one was decent.
the little miracle piano.
It was
at the end.
decent. I didn't add it, but it was a decent one.
Yeah. What was next?
No Child Left.
No
oh.
Child Left
Yeah.
Behind.
That
Sunday
was solid.
Service Choir and Vori.
That was solid.
That was a solid song.
That one was cool. It was like because it was on the commercial with Miss Shakiri Richardson.
Who we have to talk about next episode.
Yeah, she's
by
gonna
the way.
be.
Folks wildin', I told you.
Yeah. No, you know what's so mad? I'm not mad at you, but I'm mad because she did exactly that. I'm like, you literally are. Anyway.
I know this.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that track is nice.
So that one you could say is the end because the next four are more like bonus tracks. It's just that we don't, since we don't have a CD anymore.
Right.
You don't really tell.
extras.
It just keeps going type thing.
Yeah.
So did you guys enjoy Jail Part 2 with the baby and Marilyn Manson?
The baby's
I didn't
up there.
listen to his verse.
You didn't want to? I actually like.
It's probably one of the better verses on this album.
I actually
I'll
like
go
this
listen
verse.
to
Yeah,
it.
it's
Marilyn
pretty
Manson got a verse on Jail.
He does the guitar and stuff.
Oh, okay.
He has the extra
But no,
guitar.
Jail Part 2, I'm only mad is because they should have just made it the one song
No,
with the
just
baby
keep
and Jay-Z.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I get it because the baby had tweeted not too long ago, man, I wish I get a Jay-Z feature, and then I came in here talking shit like, oh, he ain't never gonna get a Jay-Z feature, and Kanye was like, yeah, you never gonna get a Jay-Z feature.
Like, yeah, you're not getting it. Yeah. Like, no.
Yeah, he was like,
You're lucky I'm putting you on this to begin
Right.
with.
He's like, yeah. I mean, I'm not with Kim anymore, so I could do it. But Beyonce ain't approving Jay for that.
No, he's
No,
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah, especially since Beyonce and Meg are cool, ain't they?
Yeah, they both from Houston.
Yeah.
And then
They both
Jay-Z
got that
manages
song.
manages
Yeah.
Megan.
Ah, okay. So
So
yeah, that's probably why
They're
they
like
split it up.
close. Like, yeah.
And it is a hot topic. I mean, Jay-Z, he's not the one to stand beside somebody like that.
Yeah.
So
But no, I like this verse. He talks about like the whole
he
him getting
addresses
canceled
it.
thing.
It made me accept it.
I'll go listen.
It
I'll
made me
listen
accept
to
it.
have an opinion.
I didn't kill him and crucify him in the first place, but
I did because it was funny.
It was fun. No, I mean, I got my jokes
crucifying
off.
him was funny. And then the whole way he went about it was like
hilarious.
You obviously deserve all the slander
Yeah,
you're about
yeah,
to
yeah.
get.
This verse kind of shot him some bail, so I'm like, all right, I'll maybe listen to a maybe feature, a baby song in the future.
All right, what was the next one?
It was Okay Part 2 with Ruga, and he took off Lil Yachty and added Shanisi again.
I just kept the first okay. I wasn't a fan
Yeah.
of part 2.
I mean, either. Even though like her verse wasn't terrible, but it
Yeah.
was just like,
I like Yachty.
She
for-
put her little reggae teen on there.
yeah.
26 with Junior Part 2 with Playboy Cardi and Mr. Ty Dolla $ign.
I didn't like that one as much.
Yeah,
I put both of them on there. I like both of them.
I like Ty Dolla $ign. He did his thing.
He snapped at the
He's more of a feature guy for me. His own songs.
He's
like
by far one of the greatest feature artists of all time.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Without-
not a fan of him, but I can't shit on him because a lot of people rock with his music.
But his music personally, not as much. That's what's so crazy. But it's like when you get him on a feature, it's like
Yeah, like
do what you're supposed to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And then last but certainly not least, Jesus Lord Part 2 with Jay Electronica and the Locks.
They got down.
That
over
felt
it.
like that song just felt long.
It
was-
felt really
it was
long.
13 minutes.
It was that
It
song
was long.
Just, that
You
song was
honestly
just
could have
long,
cut it
bro.
after
It was
Jay.
13
Y'all don't all need
Y'all
a
could have cut it
verse.
after Jay.
And I actually did. We skipped it over the first time. How'd you feel about your arch nemesis, Mr. Larry Hoover Jr. At the
I
end of
wasn't
the
mad
track?
at what he said. I don't know if that's the same who. That's my only thing is I don't know. I gotta ask my friend, and I'll let y'all know on the next pod what that story is. But I wasn't mad at it. You speaking the truth. I mean, who know who I'm is? You know, he's straight. He cool.
All right, so
That
Shout out
was
Hoover, though.
that was Kanye West Donda.
Donda,
Donda.
Oh, we didn't talk about the cover. You guys like the cover?
Shut
It's
up.
just black,
black?
right?
You shut up.
Nah, bro. It's because when you look at it, if
Because
you're
when you close
looking.
your eyes, it's black.
No, because when you're seeing it, you're looking at yourself. Because you know your screen is black.
Let me see. I've been
And-
watching Donda on
it's-
my screen.
it's
all
a
day,
reflection of
man.
yourself. It's
Yeah.
out. 'Cause you get everyone was personal on said album.
It's like a mirror looking into yourself.
All right, we're gonna talk about our
Is this
ratings
album
of said
called
album.
Garrick?
Shut up.
Did he make this album for me?
We are now going to rate said album. So,
Can you change the name on
Mrs.
So are we doing?
I'm gonna add it to a
Can you-
playlist and
can you
just
change the name?
Garrick. Oh, my fault.
Garrick.
So are we doing like 27 out of
So,
27
Just
type
do
thing?
out of 10, bro.
Or
Just do
10
out
out
of
of
10.
10.
No, well, I did 18 out of 27. That's how
Alright.
many I've kept on the album.
That's good.
So
That's
that's
good.
about gives
Because-
it an 8.5.
because-
Gives it 8.5 for me.
Because 4 of those are bonus tracks.
That is a 67%.
Okay, but with my twisted brain, if you twist that around, that's 88. So you damn near 85. I'll give him an 85 on that. 8.5 out of 10.
I would give the album a 6.5 out of 10.
Damn, that's some hater shit
Yeah,
right
that-
there.
that is some-
That's some
that's some
it's
wild
at least
shit.
a 7.5. It's at least a 7.5.
No, it's not.
If
Definitely
J. Cole's
is.
album is a 7.5, this is
I
eight,
didn't give J.
8.5.
Cole album a 7.5.
He gave it a
I
9.
I didn't know.
Well, we see why.
I enjoyed J. Cole's album more than I enjoyed Kanye's album. I didn't dislike Kanye's album, but the simple fact
6 out of half is that Fantano dude giving My Beautiful Dark Fantasy a 6.
he gave it a 6.
He gave it a 6.
This isn't.
That's the equivalent.
I'm
It
rating
ain't
it.
perfect.
I'm not comparing it to other Kanye work. I'm in its own thing. It was about a 6.5 out of 10 to me. It's an album that there are songs that I could for sure see myself downloading and going back to. I couldn't listen to this whole album again.
To me,
He didn't need 4 part 2s. Why not just add their verse to the end of the original song, Zoo?
to me,
No, answer my question. You don't
me-
need those extra songs.
this is a top 5 Kanye album.
Really?
Rank them. Rank them. Rank
I
them
got
hoes
I
right
got a
now.
ranking too.
Okay, My Beautiful Dark Fantasy, number 1. That one switches with College Dropout every other day.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll shoot one. So 1 and 2, Dropout and
Dark
Twist
Fantasy.
Fantasy. Okay.
3 is Graduation. 4, depending on my mood, will be
The Life of
The
Pablo.
retrograde.
no. Late Registration,
Okay.
and then 5 would be this one. But like I said, depending on my mood, because right now, obviously I'm heavily listening to it. This one might jump over Late Registration. Tell me.
Now, I'm wilding by saying that it's a 6.5 out of 10, but you saying it's jumping over Late Registration?
It could, depending on my mood.
Yeah.
Gold Digger, Diamond from Sierra Leone?
It's true.
Come on, man.
Did you not heal jail?
Did you
One
not?
song.
No, 18 songs. It's 18 of them joints.
And then
songs.
you also got to think, Late Registration, some of the songs didn't age well.
That's
To me.
That's fair. That's
And
fair.
it's a personal thing.
That's fair.
So
Right.
yeah, it's up there. It already skipped over 808s, even though I love 808s. Like that's probably my
I just
most.
peeped you ain't include 808s.
Because I wasn't done with my
Yeah,
rankings.
it's ranking.
So
Still
5,
That's
I was
fine.
there.
Well, he said just do 5.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, 808s would be 6.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough.
Done
I
got-
would probably.
It got bounced out of the top 5.
That's
I'd probably
tough.
have to go Twisted Fantasy, Graduation, Late Registration, Pablo.
You rock with Pablo like that?
I rock Pablo like that. As of recently, Pablo's hard. And probably College Dropout. If not, maybe this one. This one goes crazy. I like it. I listened to this 3 times. I listened to it all day Monday
Mm-hmm.
at work. I listened to it all day Tuesday, and then I just finished it on the way home from work. Like, this joint was kind of decent. I'm not even going to lie.
That's fair. Hey,
8.5, because it's not better than Nas to me. Nas' album was 9.
Oh, okay.
My
King's
Nas
Disease?
album, King's Disease 2.
Was
King's
it-
Disease 1 and 2 was a 9. Both of them was 9s. Them albums was crazy.
I'm giving this a 9.
I don't blame him for that, because mine was 8.5.
I
so.
respect
If
you
it
guys'
wasn't,
opinion.
if like you said, if you would have taken out the bonus ones,
You didn't need them part 2s.
because yeah, I didn't need the baby, even though he did a good verse. But I'm not listening to that. I'm picking over the J over one. The okay. I like Lil Yachty's one. Maybe if I'm with a chick, I'll take off Lil Yachty and I'll play the Shanice one. Junya, I like the original one better. And Jesus Lord 2, I enjoyed it, but if I'm not trying to listen 13 minutes every time.
What I would have, well, I don't know. I think personally, it would have got maybe a 9.5, maybe almost a perfect, if you stopped it at Jesus Lord with the 11-minute one.
Let that be the closing track.
That was the end of the album, because it did seem like after that Jesus Lord, I was already like, huh. And then the second
it is a
album
long
was like,
album. It's an hour 48.
yeah, and like the second part was kind of like, okay, it took me a track or two to get back into it, because Jesus Lord, that was a sad song. Like, that song, he was going crazy on there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull
And
up.
so if it just ended there, I'm like, that's a good album. That's a great album.
Mm-hmm.
But since it kept going, it had time where it was like, all right, I'm not paying so much attention to this one. Okay, this is a lot of church. I'm not paying so much to this one. Then it would, oh, that's a feature I recognize. And then maybe it'll help more when I know the features.
Yeah.
But to me, that's all it was. Jesus Lord, it did get a little too long at the end.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing for me. Like, there weren't to me, there were no songs I hated.
If you take off 5 songs, it's probably a
there were songs that I liked way more than others. There was no song I just outright hated.
Yeah.
But it was just like, to me personally, it's not a classic. It's a good album, and I think it's like, it's a solid. It don't, in my opinion, it doesn't water down his his discography. Like it's a good. It's
solid.
showing his change in his mental and everything.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. I like that. But I'm not about to say, oh, it's a classic. It's not. In my opinion, he's gonna win awards. He already broke like 85 records with the streaming stuff.
That he did.
Shout out to him. I'm always behind that. But it's not a classic to me. But I enjoyed overall for the most part. I enjoyed the album. It was just really, really long.
It was.
You
Like-
gotta yell, man. Damn. Shit.
Nah, because I need y'all to
But
understand.
if he takes off the 4 bonus tracks and the Pop Smoke one that wasn't really needed, the bonus tracks was like an extra 20.
It goes up to an 8 that quick for me. If he takes off them 5 tracks, it goes up to an 8.
Because Jesus Lord 2 is the 11, 12-minute track, and then the other ones were all 3.
It's darn near like a 50-minute album.
So yeah, it's like a almost 30 minutes he would have taken off. It would have made it an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But what if he just adds them verses? Does that change anything? Just if he makes jail 1 and 2.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not tripping. Like if he just puts them hoes together,
But it's still an hour 45-minute track.
not necessarily because you got to think he started.
Because you still got all that stuff after Jesus Lord.
No, what I'm saying is if you either take the verses from the part 2s and put them on the original ones, or just mix them all together. Like say you take the verses, put them on the original ones, it's probably gonna still be about like an hour and 15, hour and 20.
Yeah.
But you essentially starting the whole song over and then adding new verses.
Would you rather him done the LeBron approach and release
Deluxe.
the album first and then release the deluxe?
Has he ever been a deluxe album artist?
He couldn't have been because
no.
LeBron just invented it last year. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I've never heard of a deluxe. Like, what is the cheeseburger? What are you talking about? Thank you,
Yeah.
LeBron, for helping us out.
However, how else would he have known to
He was
release?
just putting out
Thank you, LeBron.
36 song albums. Like,
No strategy.
No strategy.
Just
Just
songs.
36 before all of
Yeah,
this.
bro.
It was like, wow.
Chris Brown's career would have popped even
Wow,
more.
if he'd have came out this year
He
with
would've
that
helped him.
75 joint, that's a saga. You got to have Chris Brown part 1 in the Sorcerer's Stone, Chris Brown part 2 in the Chamber of Secrets. You can have all of it. You make as much music as you want.
Nah, but yeah, that it just
go ahead.
it was kind of exhausting. Like
It
one
was.
of the-
It got a bit
It was
much.
like, all right, more sounds.
But I didn't skip nothing. Even when I was like, oh, okay, it was still worth the listen.
That's fair.
It's all the way through. So I was like,
Now, Mr. Punch TDE, president of Top Dog Entertainment, said, did you see his tweet?
oh, he just tweeted something?
Well, I'll tell you right now.
What did he say?
So he says, so I understand the polarity with Kanye's album. On third listen, it's not really an album at all to me. It's more of a play or a musical, a performance piece. I get the stadium listening sessions now. It's an experience.
I don't like
It
when people.
definitely felt like- It felt like a gospel album.
And then
which
the-
is
the-
cool. It's supposed
Yeah,
to
it
be.
did.
Yeah, the top comment is each song is a scene in a movie as Kanye works through his divorce, coming to terms, then starting his new life and moving on from who he was. Act 1 ends with Heaven and Hell. Act 2 starts with Donda. And then that's it.
I respect people's analysis of these albums, but I also think a lot of times people do this to cope with the fact that the album may not be as good as they was hoping. That
And
it
then
was.
I didn't like that tweet you retweeted, sir.
Which one?
When you
Oh, that-
were
but-
Miss
because-
Chloe Bailey
but-
was
okay.
just trying to enjoy a masterpiece, and everyone's accusing
she
her,
tweets so beautifully.
and everyone's just
Like,
accusing
man.
her
I'm gonna
of,
push you
of,
off your
of
chair.
kissing up, of kissing up to
Yeah,
Mr.
to get
West.
a feature. I'm not upset at that though. If that's what you gotta do,
But
then fine.
why do you think she's doing that? She
Because
can't enjoy the album?
Because the album's not a classic, in my opinion.
Lil Dicky said it was a classic.
Oh, well, who listens to Little Dicky?
He has a great show.
He has a great show.
Who is it?
I would not lie.
It's not music.
He has
It's a show.
He has
It's a show.
great freestyles.
He's good at his freestyles.
He's another gimmick one.
The only, but see, like, folks not gonna take him
And he's not
seriously as a
gonna be
rapper.
serious, no.
Honestly, like, I enjoy. He can actually rap. That's what's so funny.
Yeah.
But like, if he put an album out with a think piece talking about whatever's going on in society, folks gonna be like, Dave, you gotta
What are you
stop.
talking
Where
about?
where the dick jokes at?
Yeah.
Let's just be like,
That's what you are.
that's what you is. Like, Freaky Friday goes crazy, but at its core, it's a joke.
Isaiah Rashad enjoyed the album.
Which one? The Donda album?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was talking about something with Lil Dicky did.
No.
I mean, I respect Isaiah Rashad. I respect everybody's music opinion.
So you're saying
But
everyone
I-
who likes it is just trying to get a feature?
No, because my thing is Isaiah's established.
Yeah.
Chloe Bailey is also established. But if she can get a Kanye, if she can get on a Kanye
She
track,
could get a. She's Beyonce. She could just call Beyonce.
I'm not saying she
Beyonce's
needs
getting
that.
there on the-
First of all, she doesn't want to rely on Beyonce
She doesn't have to.
She doesn't
got
have to.
Instagram
She's established.
and me liking pictures
and TikTok
That's
and all of that stuff. But no, my biggest thing, it was a joke. It was funny, but I do think some people honestly are trying to just overanalyze and make it deeper than what it really is. So I think there are some.
Are you saying Punch TD is trying to get Kanye on the Kendrick album?
Punch is Punch. He's good.
Let us not forget, mentioning TDE, that this nigga Kendrick Lamar really pushed the same album with a reverse track list, and y'all niggas bought it.
He didn't push it, but he put it out.
You put it out, and that counts as streams. That's crazy.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset at that.
I'm super upset. Then you gonna disappear with this? Oh man!
If you know folks are gonna buy it, that's all I'm saying. I'm not.
Bro, I bought. You know how I bought that album? Is I made a playlist and I put the last track first and went in order.
Shout out to
Streaming
that.
one album. If you go on Spotify, there's 2 albums.
Yes, it is.
That's stupid. That's so stupid.
But if you know folks are gonna pay for it,
man,
you feel me? Like if you know folks are gonna pay for it, and all you gotta do is put the bottom to the top.
Hey, Kendrick, you better find that van and bring it to Soldier Field, or yeah, this shit is over with for you, bro. I don't care.
But no, like I said, the album overall, I said 6.5, 7 out of 10. It was decent.
That's still passing. So.
It's in my opinion, it's not a classic, but I can, I respect people's opinion on it. I think you was capping a little bit. I think a lot of y'all was so distraught over the fact that he kept pushing that whole back that y'all was like, we got something. It's gonna be the greatest thing of all time. Now.
I was one that I was expecting to levitate and get raptured off this album. So there I was, an hour 48 minutes later, mad as hell. But I was like, oh, that was a good album. But I was still waiting for my rapture. Maybe one more time, one more time.
You got to switch 7 times.
It didn't click it.
It didn't click it. You know what? I had just got that COVID shot, so probably
you gotta do the
give it 2
times.
weeks, and then I'll listen to it again.
Like, okay,
I'm oh shit.
But yeah, so I mean, overall, is there anything else you want to talk about from Mr.
We could actually we could mention it. We had a segue with Mr. Snoop Dogg and whatnot.
Go ahead.
The tweet we saw today that I posted, or G Baby posted, that Kanye's first 3 albums are better.
I thought you wanted to wait.
I mean, we could wait.
We could wait.
We could do
you already brought it up now.
It's a musical.
It's in the recording now. We got to talk about it.
Did you empty your Kanye tank?
Or we could do a versus of 3v3. Just pick 3 out of that album, 3 out of that top 3. However you guys want. We could do it right now. We could do it next top pod. We could do an extra bonus episode.
I mean, look, we can start the discussion and then continue with the verses.
What the people want.
Yeah, so for those
y'all
who don't
really
know,
comment.
Sorry, so for those who don't know, there was a tweet.
They're gonna be like, damn, another Kanye episode. Just get it over right now.
No, literally, the last 5 episodes has been something
Yeah,
Kanye.
Yeah, so we might just want to get this joint over with.
Okay, well, I'll bring up what the tweet said. So basically, somebody was like, "There's no way you about to sit here and say that Kanye's first 3 albums are better than Eminem's first 3 albums." And somebody was like, "Absolutely." G Baby was like, "No." Obviously, Zoo was like, "Of course." I was just kind of like, eh.
Shout out my boy Big Tim, friend of the pod. Hope you listen.
Shout out to Big Tim.
You're gonna be mad at me, but Eminem, Kanye doesn't have the first 3 are not better than Eminem's. They're not.
Are you saying that from a listener's perspective or because of what the numbers did?
I'm listening from listening. From me.
The lyrical.
Them hoes were very violent.
For me, that outside of the ones that were violent, like Eminem loses the first one. Marshall Mathers LP. He loses that one.
Versus
what was it? Late Registration.
What was the first album?
Was it
College? So the first album would be Slim Shady LP.
Yeah.
And College Dropout.
He loses that to College Dropout. I like the Slim Shady LP.
That's like one of his strongest one of the first 3, ain't it?
The 2 was the best. 2 was the one.
Marshall
Mathers LP is better than Late Registration.
That one's better than Late Registration.
So now it comes down to what's the third one?
Graduation and Slim Shady.
Eminem
Show, my bad.
Eminem Show.
I think Graduation might win.
Graduation.
I think a lot of people give that.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a wash. I never said it was a wash. I never said it was a wash.
Okay, pull up Graduation.
Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. Wait, from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and Enemy.
Pull up Graduation.
That was Eminem Show.
Dang,
that was Eminem Show.
Hold on.
I'm a soldier. Superman?
No, trust me, I memorized that album.
Cleaning out my closet? That's one you can't hear all the time.
No, not at all.
But it's a joint.
Okay, so
I'm not hearing that one around my girlfriend anytime soon.
At all. Okay, so
I'm tossing that joint on.
you got
G-Baby playing Kim, looking over.
I will
his
not.
girl.
That's one thing. I will never play Kim again.
no.
I
My
don't
barber
play that
played.
song.
My barber was like shuffling his music, and it came on one time, and I'm like,
You gonna let this rock?
like,
That's
bro,
like a
you
new
done?
barber if you do.
like, bro, what is
the
going
mom
on?
the mom taking her 2-year-old son to get a haircut. Like, yo,
Like,
what
what
the
is
hell
this?
going on?
But I don't know if the Eminem show beats Graduation. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
think it does.
You okay?
Eminem was like literally spitting.
You got no. He was. He had some great tracks. He got White America,
Uh-oh.
Business, Cleaning Out My Closet, Square Dance,
The thing
Soldier.
with the thing with Graduation is that Barry Bonds and Drunken Hot Girls are such bad songs to me. That's the only
I like
thing
how you
that
said
that.
To me.
that hinders it.
Because
Nah, Eminem got some hits on. He really do got some hits on the Eminem show.
because he got Square Dance. Say goodbye to Hollywood.
Say What You Say Till I
Without
Collapse.
Me. Sing for the moment. Sing for the moment
Yeah.
is probably
Sing
his
for the Moment
best
is amazing.
song.
He got Superman.
My Dad's Gone Crazy.
My dad's going crazy. Say what
Damn.
you say till I collapse.
It really, I think that would be like the toss up for sure with people. I think
Yeah.
because it all depends on just who. I think white folks would be fighting
Bro,
each other over
yeah.
who would
maybe
win
this-
between Graduation and the Eminem show.
Outside of the skits, maybe the one you skip is Drips and
Yes.
Cleaning Out My Closet. But that's a mood song.
I can actually.
Yeah.
Clean
That's
Out
a
My
mood
Clo-
song.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
play that at no party.
Oh no.
But
Oh,
if you
no.
vibing, like Clean Out the Closet can rock, but not no party.
No.
But like I said, I'm
There's
not
a lot of
taking that
Eminem
off.
songs you
Yeah.
can't play at a
So
party.
it's probably just Drips. That's the
Sing
only
for the
one I'm taking
Moment is not
off.
playing at a party.
But that'll get somebody hyped to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
messed up at a party. Because the same way now, the way
Yes,
that
it
shit
is.
kicks up.
I mean, it all depends, but that's a tough one.
That's tough.
Fire Nation, let us know. The Eminem show or Graduation. I think Graduation is gonna probably win just because of like the moment that Graduation was. Like that's when he beat out 50, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well, at that time, like I said, I keep saying 50 was already empty.
I think that track went diamond. His album went diamond, I
What,
think.
Curtis, that was like the last CD that ever come out.
But I'm saying though, like 50 was like,
I know 50 was like that, but
and then
I mean,
Kanye was like, yes, that's cool.
but then you look at like, man, how much of the importance, because Eminem got just as big an influence on music that Kanye do.
I will not dispute
Outside
that.
of, you see what I'm saying? So it's not a bad one, and it's just really what you prefer.
No, 100%.
Sonically, Kanye shits on Eminem. I mean, I'm not shitting on Dre, but his stuff sounds better than Eminem's stuff. But lyrically, Kanye's not doing nothing with that.
I guess the biggest thing is what
Preference.
are you looking for when you listen to a rap album? Do you care more about the beats than the lyrics? Because one thing people have said about Kanye is that Kanye has always kind of gotten away with like subpar lines because
Yeah.
his beats were like
But
the best,
But see, that's the thing is Eminem don't have terrible beats.
and his bars was always pretty.
And
like,
his bars were always there,
Yeah.
and the beat was always there, just being from Dre.
Mhm.
But Kanye introduced a new sound. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you took Dre's sound and you elevated.
he took sampling to a new level.
Like, okay, like if you want to break down Dr. Dre, it's George Clinton, Parliament, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre doesn't have an original sound like Kanye does. Kanye made a sound. If you look at Parliament,
explain.
Okay, so listen,
Or
like
the soul beats.
the soul never learned the
Yeah.
mothership connection. If you listen to NWA, nothing but his samples. If you listen to the Chronic, nothing but his samples.
Who, George
Clinton
Clinton?
samples.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you listen to Doggy Style, nothing but Parliament samples. If you listen to Ice Cube when he left NWA, nothing but Parliament samples. Tupac, nothing but Parliament samples. Dr. Dre brought G-Funk. That's what it is. George's Funk is what my brother calls it. Because he stole their shit. If George Clinton had Dr. Dre back then to mix his stuff, then they're death row. That's all it is. He didn't, and so he took that and just made Eminem. Then he made 50. See, Kanye just, bam, there's nobody in the 80s that did Kanye. There's nobody in the 90s that did Kanye. There's nobody now that sounds like Kanye. Kanye just made a lane that everybody's been trying to chase.
He said that on OK. He's like, everyone sounded like me.
Yeah. Okay. Explain to me, because you just explained Dre's like basically the birth of his sound. Explain in your best like I guess way Kanye's sound. Like what makes him different in your opinion? Like what does he do?
It's more
He was the first, like
he gets freaky with the keyboard. It's not just boom boom bap.
Mhm.
Like Dre, you can pretty much break Dre stuff down to boom bap, boom boom boom. It's that Kanye adds this sample, but it'll just be the voice. Then he'll add 1,000 bells and whistles to this, and then he'll add another sample from a different song over that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you got a bunch of shit going on that anybody can get on. You can tailor make a beat for anybody. There's nobody that really sounds bad on Kanye beats.
Yeah. I mean, this was
You
like
said
a perfect.
Nas wasn't that good to you though.
But I think Kanye half-assed
too
that
much?
one.
Oh.
I think because Nas was there with the lyrics, but that wasn't the best project. So they either both was half-assing it or something. But that's just
But that was kind of proof.
That's like an
where
anomaly in his
that's
thing.
just kind of like because that's it. Like Kanye got 2 strikes for me, and that's Ye and the Nas album.
Okay.
Those are like his only 2. But it's just like with Dre, there's not really. But I mean, Dre had a bad run right after he left Death Row before M came.
Really?
Yeah, when he had Rakim and all of them on Aftermath, and he had Aftermath Presents.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you don't really hear too much about that.
Nah,
there's a reason why
not at all.
niggas forgot about Dre. That song wasn't just.
I honestly thought.
No,
I'm not a hip hop historian like that, so I just thought it was like because he left Aftermath,
No.
he left Death Row.
It was like-
it was like to show y'all, no, I still do this.
No, it was like you left Death Row, then it was like
Who are
we
you?
don't forget about Dre.
Oh wow.
And then Chronic came out 2001. Then it was you forgot about
So
Dre. Look what we got.
What was the gap between like him leaving Death Row to like when he was back on the map?
Because Death Row fell apart, and I don't want to go. Well, I'm a music nerd, whatever. So when Dre left, it was right before Tupac died, because Tupac dissed him on Machiavelli.
Yeah.
So when he left, Pac died, and that's when I said Snoop had to carry the West Coast, and that's when Suge was like, "Hey man, you gotta do this, or we finna kill you." And they tried to threaten his family and all this stuff.
Dre?
So no, they tried to threaten Snoop.
Oh wow.
So Snoop left Death Row and went to No Limit with Master P.
Yeah.
And that's when they was like, niggas be like, oh, he wasn't getting money before Master P. And that's when he dropped No Limit, Top Log, all this other stuff, because Death Row was over at that point. But it was like Dre went and was Aftermath Presents, and he had a bunch of people signed that never dropped nothing. That's where Dre gets that, oh, you don't never drop music, because he had the Chronic, he had a Rakim album, he had a bunch of stuff, never dropped them.
Oh wow.
So people were like, man, Dre ain't gonna drop it, we forgot about him. Then he got M, and then him and Snoop had their little falling out, and this and that, and Corrupt and the dog. And when they came back together, that's explosive. That's forgot about Dre. That's this. That's the Chronic 2001.
But all of that is still just based off of George
That's
Clinton's.
still kind of like off George Clinton, like Like Dre is still super sample heavy.
Yeah.
But he got his sound from George Clinton.
But Kanye is taking
Kanye
a sample
is just
and then
like
throwing a million things
Well,
on it.
no, like Kanye just creates
Yeah.
the beat. And like he'll take a sample and do this, but like even his beats, like the I Wonder beat, there's not too many people that can pull that off. I don't think Dr. Dre can pull that off. That beat is fantastic.
That is a great beat.
No parties in LA. The way that's chopped and mixed in, that I don't think Dre can do that. But it's just a certain ear, I would say, more so than a touch.
Yeah.
You know.
But
But not shitting on Dre at all. But
No, that's
it's just his sound. That's the thing with like Supreme, like with Preem and all of them.
Yeah.
They be they're this, that, and another, but they sample. Like they take all the Minnie Riperton shit and DeBarge shit and they just sample it.
Yeah.
Kanye's making an actual beat. Even Jay got sampled, like that Girls, Girls, Girls.
Yeah.
That's a sample from something else. And you can go back and sample, but Kanye, like, you can't find a Kanye sample. Like, where did he sample something from that hasn't been mixed and mastered with a bunch of other shit? That's why his stuff be having like 200 and 300 people working on it, because you're like, okay, you took this Prince hook and he wrote that. Then when you took this person's verse, put it on here, and how many people wrote that? Quincy Jones wrote that for him. So now you got to credit Quincy Jones, him, and him. Now it's like so much going on that you're like I'm not gonna go through all this. I'm just gonna George Clinton, Mothership Connection, Snoop, get in there. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all. Nas, it ain't hard. What's the Human Nature? Get your ass in there. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And it's gonna sound great.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of them do. But Kanye's just like, yo, listen to this, do something with it. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's a new sound, so you can't really shit on it, but nobody's copied it.
That's true. So back to the original, not argument, but discussion between the Eminem show and Graduation. Sonically, like we said,
Right, it's
Graduation sounds better.
It's better.
So it's like, if you, as a hip hop head, are you more like, oh, I want the lyrical raps? Then it's like, okay, you'll probably give it to Eminem show.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you want, because I think it also depends on what you want to hear. Because like,
it's a mood.
yeah,
Because Eminem is not for the day party.
no.
You're not going to play that there.
It's not
Yeah.
for the night party either.
It's for
It's
personal
really,
use.
it's really like to play in your room.
It's really
Like-
recreational use.
Or maybe with your homies that you know are lyrical.
Our Eminem
as well.
guy. Like, because it's hard to find an Eminem crowd. Like, you can't just 8 Mile shit no more.
Nah.
Like you can't just lose yourself at the party no more.
No, not
like,
at all.
You know,
Like you'll get
Especially-
kicked off.
And
Kill the DJ.
And it's
Unless
not
you're
really
at a basketball game or a football game.
Yeah, like yeah.
That's
and
it.
then it's only a little bit.
That's one of them read the room. Like you don't need to play a second
Yeah.
verse.
Yeah.
You play the first verse and lose
Yeah,
yourself.
you play the
then
guitar,
then-
the intro,
like-
and the first verse.
It's like
Yeah.
how like I got some like white associates. My friend's Hispanic, but some associates. These like at a party, like they'll be playing all this other weird stuff. Then as soon as I walk in, you know they have no taste in black music because they'll play like Love Sosa or something. And you'd be like, oh, of course he loves Sosa, right? You know Love Sosa.
Yeah.
I hate those type of people. Like, yeah, I know hip hop. You heard Illmatic before? Like, yeah, I've heard Illmatic before. I hate those type of people.
No, yeah, those people are terrible.
I may have dabbled in Nomadic.
You know, it took a little.
Now, if they'd have came to me and been like, have you heard this deluxe album? I would have deluxe. Does that come with fries?
You're like, nah,
man.
LeBron made
LeBron made it. I was, damn, what is his impact in music? LeBron done stank face so much stuff. Does he? Man, he's going to the Music Hall of Fame and the Rap Hall of Fame.
All you gotta do is I just need to write a good enough song to where he tries to rap with it. As soon as it comes out, he sucks at it, and now all of a sudden my streams go up 1,000,000%.
Facts.
That's what I need. I need to get in the booth with my people.
That's
Like,
why
hey,
that's
I
why
need.
Rico only gave it a 6.5. LeBron
Right.
didn't dub
ain't
it
get-
yet.
LeBron ain't put the stamp on
LeBron
it.
didn't,
Yeah,
he
he
wasn't
didn't
he
prove
wasn't drinking wine. He didn't have his do-rag on. He wasn't muttering along incoherently. It's not good enough.
Wait, is Drake? Is he gonna do that to Drake's album?
You know
he
for a
is.
fact he's
They
gonna do it.
homies.
All right, Kendrick, you
Who's
gotta get Michael.
No, he.
That's on you. You gotta get Michael to stank face it.
in those big Jabot jeans.
Jesus, bro. And that leather jacket, bro. God.
He got a rocket launcher in that suit, bro. Them pants legs be wide as hell. He go, oh.
Oh man.
Michael Jordan just
Like
dropped a
Mike.
nuke on the 18th green.
But we thank y'all for tuning in. This has
Yeah.
been a great bonus episode. The way too early Donda review episode. If you guys have anything you guys want to slander us about our opinions about anything, leave a comment. This is going to be the first bonus episode to get a YouTube video
Yeah.
because Zoo was like, it has to happen.
It has to happen.
It has to happen. So for sure, leave a comment. If there's anything else you guys want us to review, album-wise, movie-wise, whatever, let us know and we will make a bonus episode just for y'all.
Just
Okay?
for the people, we'll
For
do
the
that.
people. Fire Nation. Is there anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah.
I'm good. Wait. Is your slander tank empty?
I'm good.
Are you Kanye'd out?
I mean, I don't
I
know
mear
if that's
as far as you
possible.
can be.
as far as you
Yeah.
can be.
Oh.
I try
Okay.
not to mention him next pod.
Starting next, we're doing a 50% reduction on Kanye West. We've been pole riding too hard for the past 3 weeks.
I have typed Donda so many times in the description for these podcasts. I'm like, how many more times are we going to
Thanks.
talk about this?
It comes up on your. You just put D and it comes up on your
Donda. I'm like, oh my
autocorrect.
God.
Finish this statement. Like, we'll get on Drake for a minute.
Yeah, certified lover
What,
boy. We'll
Certified
probably
Lover
do a
Boy?
review
That
for that.
We'll do a review for that
for sure.
one.
We got to.
I already got.
We got to do a review simply because of that doggone cover art he's
I
talking
already
about
got
doing.
30 minutes of slander.
I
For
know
you.
you do.
I probably have something too.
I know you do. And I hope that you don't get a chance to use it because it's that good.
He got to be
Hey,
18
we'll
out
see.
of 27.
I'll be.
That's what all I said. He got to be 18 out of 27.
I'll be partial.
You'll be part.
I'll be
You'll
impartial.
be partial.
I'll be
This nigga already
impartial.
got the.
No,
he
no,
already
no.
got the bias
He
showing.
gonna be super
No,
biased.
I'll be impartial.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I think it was the worst shit
nah.
I ever heard.
Like, wait, I didn't mean to say that.
He could have kept this
Oh.
whole project and the last 4.
But man, we thank y'all for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, you guys can always DM us at friendly_fire on IG.
Yeah.
Once again, friendly_fire on IG. You can also email us at friendlyfire2021@gmail.com. Once again, friendlyfire2021@gmail.com. Artists, send your MP3s, whatever you guys want us to play. If we like it, it's going at the end of our podcast. We thank y'all for tuning in. I am Rico, G Baby, the Zookeeper, Friendly Fire. Be blessed.
Peace.
See you.